Folks, I'm sure you've heard the news. Cinema has been pushed beyond what was thought possible with the new film Niu Lai. Coming from China. An unbelievable innovation in technology happening in China today. Look at this screenshot. It's just... I think that people are saying, how is this a box office hit? Look at this. Look at this. What are you talking about? What are you saying? Of course it's a sensation. In honor of Niu Lai and its success, we're going to be playing with the Pokemon that is cow adjacent, Tauros in the Gen 3 OU video game. And it's going to be great. It's going to be excellent. Folks, it's crazy because I've been aware of Niu Lai a bit longer than you guys, I think. It was a meme here in China on Xiaohongshu. I don't know what's going on. They were playing it in theaters and then they got rid of it from the theaters for some reason and I couldn't see it. I don't know about that. They got rid of it. They said it was illegal. This is illegal? What about this? What's wrong with this? Why would they illegalize this? They've taken it away from me. Anyway, I've had quite an experience here in China the past few days. I met some new friends, folks. My girlfriend reunited with an old friend from school. And that girl's boyfriend... You are going to... Folks, I just can't believe that this happened. You're going to think I'm lying. This man's name, his given name, is Auspicious. Why did I just stay with Forest? This is not auspicious. Why did I just do that? The guy's name is Auspicious. That's his given name. So I met a man whose name is Auspicious. If there's anything more auspicious than that, you tell me, because I've never experienced it. I asked my missus, excuse me, is this like a common name in China? Is this actually quite a normal occurrence to meet someone named Auspicious? And she said, no, not really. No, this is just kind of crazy that the guy's name is Auspicious. Anyway, that's his name. And we had a nice conversation with my very basic level of Chinese. I asked him, Nishihuan Byron Fan Ma? I asked him that, which means, do you like white people's food? Which is what they refer to as like cafe brunch, you know, avocado on toast, bacon and eggs, that sort of thing. They call it Byron Fan, white people's food. And he immediately said, no! He said, no, I don't like that. And I thought that was very funny, that his answer was immediate and it was confident. I'm playing like pure garbage, by the way. I don't know why I'd forgot about Fire Celebi and I've just allowed Rapid Spin also. It's okay. Niu Lai will carry me back to victory. The man named Auspicious graciously gave us a lift home. And when I went into his car, I saw in the car seat, I have it right here with me, this cow thing. This cow, it's like he made this. Auspicious, the man, made this. It's like a cow meme in China. It's not Niu Lai. I thought it was Niu Lai. I was like, is this Niu Lai? And they laughed and they said, no, that's not Niu Lai. That's a different cow-related meme. So that's cool. And then he said, you know what? As a token of our friendship, as a gift to you, I give you this cow. And it's yours now. And I said, thank you, Auspicious. Thank you. I said, 谢谢你, 这个牛是漂亮. I said, thank you, this cow is beautiful, is what I said to him. And he said, it's yours, my friend. He said, and I said, thank you very much. So that's what's happened to me the past couple of days. What we ate for dinner was a hot pot buffet, if you're curious. I think this game is cursed as hell. I think I've thrown it away immediately, and I'm an idiot. So I might forfeit. I don't see a way through this. I don't see how I beat... If I just had Fortress, we're fine. But I threw away my Fortress for no good reason. And now I think I'm just going to slowly die to layers over the course of 60 turns. So I think I'll forfeit that one and say that I'm not locked in. We are not gaming. And now against Liam Roblox, 6-7, I feel a bit better. I feel like we could make something happen. Team, by the way, is by Halbert Simpson. I found it on the forums. Tauros gaming team. Without Magneton, it's like a Toro spikes balance, which is interesting. You know, not a bad lead scenario. I might just throw out a return. We've intimidated the Snorlax, meaning we can tank it. Snorlax, you're nothing to me. What, are you going to counter and kill my Niu Lai? No, you're going to slam. And you're going to fail to achieve much with that. Folks, it's itemless Snorlax. Well, leftovers-less. Does this mean it's choice band Snorlax? That's kind of a low amount of damage for slam, but I did intimidate the guy. I'm going to now bring into existence the asynchronous. No! Sorry, I've brought you into existence, into perilous existence. I know that that's a terrible fate for some. And you would non-existence might be better for you. I think they're going to exit somewhere, but I'm just pondering whether they have a Gungwei. And I think, no, might just throw out another return. They got an arrow. I think they'll still deal decent damage. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Okay. I'm going to go first to Furry. Oh, alright. It's Lychee Aerodactyl. Do I have a raw user? No. Yes, I have Moltres, but that doesn't really help. HP Fire Fortress, by the way. I haven't used this very much, but it's an intriguing prospect. Chat is also on the same day that I met with the auspicious man. I purchased a new shirt, which I'm wearing right now. How can I show this? Can I take a look at my shirt? Maybe I had to purchase this as soon as I saw it. Can you even see this? Look at that. It says on the shirt, can you even hear me anymore? It says slackoff cup with like a soda can, and then superimposed text says, it says slackoff cup. And I saw it in the store, and I thought to myself, what does this mean? What is this? I figured it was a riddle from the universe, and if I don't buy the shirt, I might regret it. So I purchased the slackoff cup very quickly, and then ever since then, things have been happening. I've been in like a strange adventure ever since. The slackoff cup, I think, opened up a new reality where up is down and down is up, you know? Sometimes I feel as if my life is a sick cosmic joke, and that nobody respects me. And yet here I stand. I protected in case they were miraculously faster than me. It's theoretically possible. Maybe Choice Band Snorlax's max speed. I don't know. Can't hurt to protect anyway. Okay. Now this is a much more auspicious battle. I feel great about this scenario. Light Screen Zap. That's a set that good players use that I don't really understand, but that I respect. My Blissey, by the way, is no Ice Beam, meaning if they have Doug, I'm toast. But I don't know if this team necessarily has Doug. Okay. You know, I could go to the damn Niu Lai, and it's kind of an outstanding return. They can't really like threaten me very much, and Arrow dies, Zapdos dies. Why don't I go to Niu Lai? That's a scene from the film where the mother, I think the child is called Niu Lai, and the mother cow screams his name in a humorous fashion. You guys know that. You've seen the film. It's a sensation. It's globally available. No mention of weakness policy, Swoobat. No mention of that. No mention of that today. Today we refrain from mentioning that. It's kind of an artistic choice of mine that I don't... Like, most people do mention that. I'm choosing not to mention that as a choice. As, like, a little bit of a subversion of expectations. It's most people on the planet mention weakness policy, Swoobat. I do things a bit differently to most. Dude, Niu Lai goes freaking crazy, man. We've done great work here. We chipped Snorlax and Arrow, and we've killed an entire Charizard. I mean... I consider this to be a slam dunk. Okay. Let's go to... Honestly, if Claydol comes in, I'm just going to Niu Lai, and you can't really do anything. You're nobody. I could wish up my freaking Niu Lai. I think... Brother. I think of course I will. Okay. Well, in comes you know who. Niu Lai! Enter. You have to explode your entire Claydol without even spinning to eliminate Niu Lai. You chose the nuclear option. I didn't expect that because it's such a bad trade for you, you fool. You've exploded to defeat my 67% Niu Lai. Goodness gracious. The value is off the charts. Niu Lai was the absolute MVP in this battle. It's undeniable. There's no denying it at all. Okay. I'm going to now just go to Swamp It because little can stop me now. I've achieved ascension. I have ascended. Chatter says that I believe I have failed. They're talking about themselves. I don't believe I've failed. I believe I've triumphed. Chatter thinks, though, that they have failed. I don't really know the context of why you would say that or what is going on in your life, but perhaps failure brings with it new opportunities, if true. Ever think of that? You ever think of that one? You ever think that failure might bring new opportunities? You don't think about things like that because you are weak. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding around. I'm only lying. And chatters, my new friend Auspicious has invited me on this Thursday to go to a mountain where there's a statue of Laozi, which is nearby here. Because it came up in conversation that I had read Tao Te Ching. They were amazed that I had read the book Tao Te Ching. They said, holy crap, a Waigoran has read Tao Te Ching? That's insane. Let's take you to the Laozi mountain. Where the founder of Taoism, Laozi himself, is honored with a big statue and on a mountain. And, all right, sure. So that's what I'm doing in a couple of days. And that'll be good. Maybe. That's good. I wonder if I'll learn any ancient secrets. You think Laozi has anything for me? Nah, he's an idiot. What did he know? He didn't say anything smart in his whole life. Laozi did not say a single smart thing ever. Okay, a crit could theoretically kill my Blissey, so we're just soft-boiled to be safe. Holy crap! Folks, my random decision to cover a crit has just saved my Blissey's life. You see that? I was like, a crit could kill me, I should be careful. And he did crit. Man. Divine intervention? Divine intervention? Holy crap. Well, that's freaking cool. And now we toss and we toss. I would have lost my entire Bliss. I think I would still be okay in this battle. I'm far ahead, but you know, having Blissey is good. To have a Blissey living is considered good and smart for some. Jim, when are you dropping the letterbox? I have a letterbox. Is Jimothy cool on letterbox? You can take a look. I can't log into it on this computer though, because they think I'm like they think I'm an illegal individual because I'm using a VPN. They think I don't exist and I'm not a real person. But I have it on my telephone and I could get on there and do ratings. I gave the Odyssey 4 stars. I might bump it down to a 3.5 star, to be honest, on reflection. But I did enjoy the film more than a lot of people seem to. Despite some clear flaws, like some of the actors were not giving their best performances, I will say. Gnomes have taken over your Australian home and now you're forced to live in China. Yes, that is what's happened. That is why I'm in China, is because gnomes took over my house. And they said, get out of here, this is our house now. They did a little laugh like that, and I said, oh well, you win. You win, I guess I gotta go to China. Damn it. It's okay, they said they would leave next month. And so I'll be back next month. They said, we're gonna stay here until mid-September, they said. What is Pokemon? My chatters are nothing short of thought-provoking with these comments. Pokemon is well, it's many things. It's a monster that is fantastical, like Tyrannosif, who's like a Godzilla creature with many options on its moveset and stuff. So that's what it's like a pocket monster that you can put into a sphere. Pokemon in a grander sense is a franchise of themed around the concept of the pocket monsters. It's also the experience of playing the game involving the pocket monsters. Many things exist at once. Am I like... What do you do turn 1 versus Sif? I'm actually pondering this. You could Quake it, obviously. But I actually think they want to get out of here. And so maybe I'll go for return. Oh yeah, that's more... Well, no, it's not more damage versus Furry, actually. But my head was in the right place, I think. Well, mate, HP Fire Fortress was made for this moment. I'm going to spike first, though, just to be completely safe. Okay, they have a Gwei. Darn it. I was too hasty there. I almost cancelled the move, but they did it too quickly. Alright. Yes, we'd synchronized a burn on the Gengwei. That's huge. That Gengwei is no longer a permanent fixture. I think I'll wish up this Umbreon. I would like to have health on it, perhaps. Or do I? It's already done its job, burning and chipping the Gengwei significantly. Umbreon, you've already done your service. I think chatters sometimes need to shut up. Like, why does a little bird need to tell me Mike Sif as if that's valuable to me? Why do you say that, and do you think I need to hear that? Little bird from heaven or wherever you come from? Don't say crap like that to me and expect me to necessarily need to respond to it or need to have a thought about it. Just because you say Mike Sif doesn't mean you... doesn't mean you are anyone. Okay? The audacity is the worst part. The audacity is the part that really gets me. Have I disconnected from the world? What? No. This person's just taking a while. Sorry, my inner Earl is coming out. You can take your time. I don't mind. I'll sit here and chat or something. There's no rush. I'm not frightened of a little bit of waiting. I do not need constant stimulus, unlike some of my chatters. Some of my chatters... Especially Earl 5000 if he's there. Cannot for a moment live without stimulus. One chatter suggests that I have some watermelon. What they don't know is that I have watermelon daily. I've said this before. People keep commenting and saying that I should eat watermelon and that watermelon's good, actually. I know, man. I know that watermelon is yummy. I have it daily. I will not mention the one who will not be named anymore. Okay, you know how I'm talking about it. So he's like a human being related in some way to watermelon. I will not mention his name. Lest I be cursed yet again of his return. Some of you are suggesting he's coming back. I hope not. Okay, but you can't say that I mentioned or didn't mention that particular individual right now because I'm actively not mentioning that entity. Okay? Has Fortress Basketball Gamer left the premises? I've played this poorly, by the way. I should have gone directly to Umbreon on the obvious... Like, of course they have the Gengwei here. It's pretty clear. Even if they don't, going Umbreon is low risk, high reward. Sorry. Just sort of bored and making noises. In the previous video, I suggested that nothing good happened in 1991, but a lot of people have mentioned to me that in 1991, Sonic the Hedgehog was released. So I was wrong, and I apologize. I'm sorry. Sonic the Hedgehog came out, which was a net benefit, I think, to society, probably. Even though Sonic, it's a bit of an inconsistent franchise, but Sonic's cool. We like Sonic overall. Sonic 3, I think, is a great game. Sonic 3 and Knuckles. As a child, I loved Sonic Heroes, even though I don't know if people like that one, but that's the one I had on, there was a PC version, I had that one. And I thought it was quite magical and mystical. I don't know if that's aged quite so well, but it's a game I had. I also had Sonic Unleashed, where Sonic becomes a werewolf, kind of a strange one. At least they tried something new. At least they gave something a go. Sonic as a werewolf. Well, maybe Sonic as Dracula next. Sonic as Dracula. Why the hell not? Give it a go. Who knows? You might strike gold with these ideas. You might strike gold. Mario, but he's Frankenstein's monster. They actually do go crazy with Mario. They say in Mario Odyssey he can become a frog, for goodness sake, and a tree. He can do all sorts of things. In Mario Galaxy he became a bee. They're actually quite they throw out these ideas like crazy in Mario. In the same game, Mario can be many different things, like a spring. In Super Mario Galaxy, in the Toy Box Galaxy, or whatever that one was called, you become a spring. How incredible is my ability to keep a conversation going with nothing to go off, man? That all stemmed from a comment about 1991. They're gonna give me an award for my ability to keep talking. My ability to just talk and say stuff is unparalleled. No mention of Via Walk with Me, says Cupcake Individual. No, there's no mention right now. Doesn't really pertain to any situation happening. Is the Gen 3 ladder dead? What's happened? They don't have any more gamers left for me? And I conquered the world, and then I stood on the mountaintop, and nothing was left to conquer. Niu Lai has never lost. Except for the first game of that battle where we lost. But that was my fault, not Niu Lai's fault, so I don't blame him or put it on his historical record. Chatters, goddamn you chatters. Damn you all. We've got a game. We're gaming, finally. Okay, chatters. Niu Lai against Skarmory is a poor matchup. We're gonna get out of here. Magneton. Oh. Oh, damn it. I'm very ill-equipped for a Magneton moment. I hope I live and get my lay. I didn't. Well, I've been owned massively. Now I struggle to see how I'm going to actually win. That really got me. And that's only a 30% roll to KO, so I would have at least got a layer for my trouble, if not for that. But we got the poor end of the stick. I would say Athena rewarded this player for a smart play. That was Athena's blessing coming into the mix. Good fortune aligning with wisdom. I'm going to try to get a high impact Thunder Wave. If we get through Skarm, it may be through repeated seismic tosses. Damn. No layer, no Furry. It's just a horrendous start. It's dreadful what they've done to me. Going straight to Mag kind of crazy there. I don't know what they... I think they probably expected me to exit, but with Tauros, am I representing Fortress or Skarmory? I guess maybe I am. Maybe that's the new world of Niu Lai. Maybe that's what happens in this environ. Okay, I think we try to toss through this Skarm, because otherwise... Like, I go Moltres and they will, of course, exit to something that lives flame. Rest Skarm? Hey. That is... Okay, that's about as horrible as ever. That's dreadful for me. Usually a bad set, but in this scenario, all of my chip has just gone away like dust in the wind, man. That's terrible. I think they have Blissey. Yeah. I'm just gonna get Skarm Bliss to death now. Without a layer, this is tough. I have nothing that really achieves anything. I'm gonna say we forfeit that one. Because that's gonna be a slow 60 turn loss. I don't think I have any hope there. They got on turn 2, I basically already lost 80% of the time there. Dreadful. What they do to me is terrible. I should win every game. I should win and my opponent should be a doofus brain every single game, and when I don't win, I cry about it and I screech about it, okay? When I don't win, I throw a tantrum. I really can't handle it. I put some new music on the playlist, by the way. Let's put some of that on. Let's put on Sonic CD soundtrack. This is good stuff. Found this on YouTube. I've never played Sonic CD, but I thought about it. I thought to myself, this game probably has some good music. Random Sonic game. And I was right. I was right. I think you can still throw out a return here. They got a Steelix that has taken 2% net. Well, that's certainly something. I think that Forretress will be fine. Mag is very possible. Does Explode kill Mag? If so, I think I'm more inclined for an Explode than a second layer. I'll check this. I'll check this. Explosion. No, it doesn't. HP Fire, I don't really know how to calc that. What have I got? Some special attack? No. Just neutral. We'll make my Forretress quirky to calc the damage. It does about 43 maximum. Okay. Suppose I'd rather do that than make a... No, second layer is fine because I have Blissey and Molt to threaten the guy. I don't get to anyway. 2 games in a row where I've failed to live that role. Terrible. That's no good. But we at least have our layer in this game. That's fortunate. Second layer is not really super imperative or anything. Okay. I think Niu Lai will be able to have good breaking power here. We do have to get rid of Steelix though to make that happen. To be honest, do I not just get totally destroyed by Melodic? How do I defeat this? Niu Lai is my answer. It's gonna have to be Niu Lai. Okay, there's a freaking Quillfish on the field, everybody. Well, that just happened. What's my click here? I could Quake the Earth. Which would also cover Steelix and Mag, but it's pretty obvious, because I think I'll give it a go. No, that it was too obvious. My instinct that it was obvious was correct. Damn it. Damn it, I'm considered a nobody right now. They hate me. Certainly we wish here. They're gonna get layers. They're gonna get layers. Oh, damn. Try it again. Okay, that time we get a good outcome. We Quake the Steelix for, honestly, a measly sum. A measly amount. Maybe it's non-refresh Milo. Maybe we'll play for that. Maybe that's the truth of it. It's possible. And it would be great for me if so. I'm not so confident. Okay, maybe it is. Maybe they exited. At the very least, they're poisoned right now and under some more pressure than they would be otherwise. So that's cool. Okay, astute switch to Quillfish, to be honest, because they identified that I probably don't have Earthquake. That's smart opponent right there. I might throw out the Hyper Beam right here. It might be necessary. Do they live Hyper Beam? However, do they live Hyper Beam? Oh my goodness, they live Hyper Beam even without Marble Scale factored in. That is horrendous news. We're gonna have to return. Okay. Well, we're chipping this down with the layer and stuff. Do you think they click Toxic here? I'm going Molt. I just dodged Toxic. Okay. I thought they would protect first. I guess there was a stupid... Why would they protect when I'm locked into return? They click Toxic. Thought they were sort of covering... Thought they might double somewhere, maybe. Kind of just not a very smart choice by Jim there, to be absolutely honest with you. But that's okay. The universe said, "We'll give you one, Jim. We'll give you one. We'll let you dodge that Toxic, Now I'm at a crossroads because I could roar. I think I will. We'll roar. We bring in Quillfish. Kind of a poor outcome, but I don't think I have the right to complain right now. Okay, Swift Swim is probably now activated. That's quite intriguing. Are they gonna... They could self-destruct or Destiny Bond, which is... The intrigue is off the charts, I must say. The intrigue is crazy right now. They could also just make more layers. I'm gonna throw out a return. Okay, good return. Damn, we're just shy of a 2-hit. How the hell do you reckon with that? I think I'll do it again though. I don't die to the Dragon Claw. Okay, huge. I'm about as dead as ever though. Niu Lai only has a 1 more switch in possible. I think they're going Steelix. And I think I still KO through Rain. Finally an astute double switch by Jim. About time. We still do KO through Rain. Huge news. For all involved. Okay. I can live a hit from Salamence unless they have Rock Slide. What would be uncommon. I would not expect them to have Rock Slide. Am I Modest Molt? Yeah, but I'm actually only 100 EV investment. Do I even kill... Do I even kill Milo with this? 30 to 36. I'll take it, because... Oh boy. I only did 25, in fact. This guy's got special defense investment. Damn. You got special defense investment on Milo. That's unusual. Unless I missed something. No, I believe he's got... Have I missed something here? I think he's got special defense, at least a little bit. Throw out a Roar. Get you out. You're at full health, which is a bit of a disaster, mate. And we've got the terrible outcome of Quillfish being brought back in. I think we got to go to Niu Lai. That's the last chance. Well... Yeah, they just kill me. With a simple Surf. I wasn't sure they had that, but it does make sense. I kind of got nothing for this, huh? I kind of have nothing here. I'm really banking on my hunch that this doesn't have Refresh, because if that's true, I at least have a path forward with a Moltres victory. And that would be good. And I think a self-destruct -1 won't do too much damage. Okay, they got as many layers as bricks in the Great Wall. They have as many layers as bricks in the Great Wall of Zhongguo. That's crazy. At least they didn't explode, though, and defeat my Blissey. I'm at full health. The Quillfish is gone. Not the most fantastic exchange on the planet, we can be honest. Oh yeah, they just attack. I was concerned there about, you know, intellectual dishonesty. Yeah, keep talking, Jimothy. Speak on that some more. I was concerned about Slackberry is what I was concerned about. HP Grass preemptive. If you are not Refresh, we may have a path. Don't go Hera right now. Okay, you didn't. If it's Select Hera, we're in enormous trouble. If not, we're okay. It would make perfect sense for it to be Select Hera because there's Rain Dance on the team. So that would completely add up. I'm in a spot of shambles. Okay, we got that. I have an idea. I think they're gonna stay in sacked for the Hera entry. That's my current prediction. I was basically just passing a turn with that. I know I was in front of a Magneton that I clicked Toxic. I'm aware of that, but I was basically just wanted to heal this with Wish because none of my switch-ins were very good. Okay. Hidden Power what? It's HP Fire. We know that for a fact. Okay, we go Swamp it here. The final concern is the Hera. Or Milo having Refresh. These are concerns that spell disaster. I'm going to click Surf. Because if they go Hera on the turn I refresh, we lose. Didn't? I can refresh right here. Everything hinges on this not having refresh in its moveset. We are currently... I don't think it has it. I don't think it has it. I do not think you have refresh on your moveset. That's my present belief. Bring in Molt right here. To cover the Hera sub scenario. Okay. And... slightly tough one. I think there's a way to win this. I'm pondering if I HP Grass here or... Roar here might be the move. Is that dumb? Roar. Do I die to a Surf? I think I actually die to a Surf. I'll check. Well, I got some HP, do I not? I have 172 EVs in HP. So, yeah, but I still die to a Surf. At a 64 minimum. I think if Moltres dies, I have no way to threaten Heracross with speed, but then Swampert can probably beat Heracross. I'm thinking about... I gotta think about this one. HP Grass, I die to Surf. But then Surf spam from Swampert may win completely. I think I'll go Swampert. That seems to make sense to me. Oh my god. Surf doesn't KO it. Okay, we have to dodge a... no, they have Reversal. So we're just effed. We're just finished. Unless they don't have Rock Slide? Damn, that's terrible. That's dreadful. If I stayed with Molt and attacked, I win there. They got me, I guess. They called out my... Ah, man. What a close one. Damn it. I've had freaking Jimothy the Raccoon on my head that whole time. When did that happen? I've got a hotkey that does that. Oh, that's how moronic am I? My embarrassment runs deep on that one. That's crazy. If I literally just stayed with Moltres, I had it. But I guess it made sense that I didn't want to because I would die to Surf. So they doubled to Hera. To be honest, I thought Swampert won there, but it wasn't enough damage. How dreadful. Maybe they also thought I would go to Umbreon, which would make sense for them. Anyway, what can be done? That was a fairly close battle after, a disastrous opener. They put out a hit on my Forretress today, which is no fun. If Forretress... the thing about this team is that if Forretress goes down, everything crumbles, it feels like. Without Forretress, you really lack... You lack what it takes. You just lack what it takes. It's awful. It's awful what they're doing. Anyway, Scrandle. It's time for Scrandle. As soon as I turn off the asynchronous chat, someone says turn on the asynchronous chat. And then the very same person says, what? No. Well, I'm getting incredible mixed signals. I'll just turn it off then. I'll just turn it off. It's your problem. Chips, pork, stuffing, and onion gravy, mate. Or the monster taco. I'm going to click on the taco. I value Mexican cuisine. Even Tex-Mex, as they call it, is quite good. Bacon cheeseburger, I think looks quite good. Bread looks a bit toasted. There's some onions on there. Mate, the bacon and the actual patty look pretty good. The cheese is well melted. I think that's a winner. Oh, sorry, the ham and cheese baguette with a pint. I guess it was a great deal with a pint. So I thought the burger was actually quite lovely there. Wait, that was only 50%. I've seen worse burgers get 80%. What's... The inconsistency is the worst part of this, folks. The Scrandle playable is difficult to understand. Steak and chips. Uh-huh. Hot dog and cheesy chips kind of looks like a delight at the football. Or the wings and chips. Maybe the wings and chips are a winner. I feel like that deserves more than 50. That looks pretty good. The poutine. I love poutine, actually. Poutine's great. It's simple, but it's damn good. Smashed chorizo burger. Well, I think I'm clicking on the poutine. Damn it. They lack respect for poutine. Looks like pooey. Looks a bit pooey, I guess, but it's literally good. Katsu chicken with chips probably beats... To be honest, I might prefer the poutine, actually, but... Okay, the ravioli is going to destroy the black pudding roll, I think. Not the most picturesque ravioli, but ravioli is more agreeable. Mitraillette, chips and fried meat with sauce on a baguette. The Kenny Henny, brother. The Kenny Henny. I click on the Kenny Henny for novelty purposes. The Boro Burger, mate. Yeah, mate. It looks fine to me. So does the cheeseburger with French fries. Maybe with French fries wins because it's with French fries. Even though it's double the price. Rainbow cheesecake slice. Food coloring. Yummy. Looks alright. Does look okay. Probably has food coloring in it though. Or the... Well, this is just... This is unbelievable. $9.70 for this? For the meat platter? That's in Adelaide? Good on you, Adelaide, mate. You got an incredible deal. The mixed grill. That should be 100%. It's got pita bread and a salad. That might be the best thing I've ever seen here for the value. Sausage with bread, mate. The bread honestly looks good. They will malign this though for being... I think the Dirty Canary will win. That deserves more than 47. It looked good to me. 8 out of 10. I thought it was worse. They hate poutine. They don't respect poutine at all. And what else do they lack respect for? They lack respect for the bacon cheeseburger. Although this one's fair because it's with a pint. Alright, folks. We're gonna get 25 out of 25 on more or less. I promise you. I think my best is 22. We're gonna get 25 today. I promise you. The artists that I never heard of, I'm gonna get them all right. Michael B. Jordan is more popular than leprechauns. It's a truth. They're not searching leprechauns that much. They're actually searching leprechauns a startling amount. Why are 823,000 people searching leprechauns? Is there an epidemic? Are they coming out of the woodwork? PTSD, I think it'd be more searched. No, no! You're telling me more people want to learn about leprechauns than people who have PTSD? I guess it's not really Googleable. No, it's Googleable. They're Googling that. Okay, 24 out of 25 we're getting today. Okay, 23 out of 25. What? Why are they searching PTSD more than an English? That seems like a common service that people do. That seems like a common thing people might need is English. I guess there's not that many Swedish people on the planet. What do you mean? There's a good amount of Swedish people on Earth to communicate with. What the hell do you mean? Okay, gaslighting definition. I feel like I'm being gaslit by the game today. Good. They're telling me leprechauns are more of a pressing matter than a common mental scenario. I don't know. Now they're gaslighting me and I don't know which one to click on. I'm gonna... Holy crap, there was a tie. It was a tie. Just as many people exist in Sweden. then want to know what gaslighting means. Okay, surely translate is like 50 million. Yeah. Thank you. Spotify streams. We're getting 100%. Foster the People versus Paul. Okay, Paul as a solo artist. Not that popular compared to the greater Beatles, right? He's got... What does Paul even have? What's up? What's Paul doing? Does he have very popular music? He's got a Christmas song that was pretty bad. Foster the People, however, have... They're a one-hit wonder. They've got Pumped Up Kicks. They're a good band, actually. They got some good stuff beyond that. But I don't think their other good stuff is nearly as popular as their main singular hit. I think I would bet on Paul for this one, actually. I would say Paul. I was wrong. It was actually fairly close, though. I figured maybe Paul has some stuff that I wasn't aware of. Justin will destroy Paul. He's a superstar. So is Paul, but you know. I think Justin will beat 2 Chains. Yes. Kanye West. I think Kanye defeats 2 Chains. Yes. He made Graduation. Of course he's gonna... I think Kanye beats Led Zeppelin. He made Graduation. I say again, he made Graduation. We can't deny that. The Truman Show versus The Secret in Their Eyes. Never heard of that one. The Truman Show is a good film. The Secret in Their Eyes is also an equally good film. Holy crap, man. Gone Girl is directed by David Fincher. Haven't seen it. But I think it's a good film. Is it above 8.2? We'll find out, right? It's 8.1. They're killing me. This is a tough game to get 25 out of 25 on, man. There's some that are very close, so that are difficult to understand. Click is going to be worse than... They sometimes give you a free one, though, because of course Click is worse than Gone Girl. That's not even hard. Quantum of Solace, I think, would beat Click. There's a delay right now on More or Less. There's a delay. Wow, I thought this... I haven't seen this film. I assumed it was better than Click significantly. It's actually not that significant. Bad Boys for Life with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. Directed by Michael Bay. Surely this is a... Like a... It's in the 6s, I would imagine. Is it above a 6.5? Maybe it's like good old-fashioned fun, so it's a 6.6? It's an exact tie. They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. Okay, the Song Dynasty Ru Guanyao Brush Washer. 1,000-year-old Chinese ceramic bowl. That's worth trillions. It's worth more than the woman's forehead. It's worth more. It's worth significantly more. It's worth 37 million. It's an antique from the Qin dynasty, damn it. No, it might be even older than the Qin. That's 1,000 years old. 1,000 is crazy. John Jacob Astor's pocket watch is a winner. Recovered from the Titanic. Truman Capote. Forgive me, I don't know who that is. I'm going to say John Jacob is a winner. A man's ashes are worth less than a watch. This is terrible. World's most expensive milkshake. Served in a crystal-studded glass that you keep. At least you keep this crystal-studded. I could see this being worth like 50,000. No. $100. That's actually nothing. This kind of crap could be worth 50,000 though. You can't fault me that much. 100 quid for the milkshake? It's expensive, certainly. I used to get a milkshake near my home for $2 back in the good times. They let you keep that plastic takeaway cup too, so the value of that is... And it was made very well at the local chicken shop, okay? Neil Armstrong's Apollo 11 spacesuit must be mil. That's 2 mil. We're getting like 19 out of 25 on this one. It's terrible. Languages spoken in Papua New Guinea. I think this is... It's going to be in the trillions. Yes. It's crazy how many languages are out there, man. It's crazy. Even within China, there's so many... They call them dialect, but some of them are actually genuinely different languages, effectively, because the amount of difference on display between the dialects. Squares on a Scrabble board. It's me to go first. Oh, sorry, there's hundreds. What am I talking about? International airports, there's trillions. Floors in the Empire State Building, that's like 20 or something. Okay, there's 102. Times Evil Knievel broke a bone. Evil Knievel. I've never seen it spelt like that. I always assumed it was spelt like the word evil. Like E-V-I-L. And I think I only know this person because of a reference in The Simpsons. What do they do? They do stunts. They do funny stunts. You've broken hundreds of bones. That's absurd. 433 bones broken. Terrible. I'm never going to get 25 out of this. The Google searches and the Spotify streams always kill me. It's terrible what they do to me. It's terrible how they get me. Well, chatters, thank you for watching. The auspicious cow sends its regards. And I wish you well on your endeavors. How do you make thin watermelon? It's just not done. It's just not done. Don't say that to me. Don't say that to me ever again, to make a thin watermelon. Don't be absurd. You guys are absurd. You're crazy. It's just a ridiculous thing to even suggest is possible. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.